Hi there, my name is Dickson, and this is my informative speech. Tonight I will be presenting to three of my guy friends who were born and raised in the United States, ages 20 to 21, and they love coffee and want to hear more about it. I'm going to be talking about how God can use coffee barista, myself in this case, to bring glory to Him in the workplace through quality customer service, through humility, and also seeking God's approval rather than men's. I've been working in the coffee industry for about 5 years now, so I've been doing this for quite a while. Know what people like to see as a barista, what they like to hear, and how they want to be treated. In Philippians 2:3 says, "Do nothing out of rivalry or conceit, but with humility count others more significant than yourself." So how many of you like to go into a coffee shop and be treated well respected, and you want to see the barista treating you as if you're one of his best friends?
I do. How about you, man?
So through these points, I'll show you how that can be attained by a coffee barista. Customers demand quality customer service. In my job, I've seen that plenty of times. I work 9 hours a day, and customers are always watching me behind the counter, seeing if I'm treating my coworkers right, seeing if I'm doing the right thing for my job. And if they don't see me conducting myself right towards other people, how am I supposed to conduct myself rightly to them? And if not, they may not come back and buy our product. And in the report done by Right Now Association, it says the number one reason why people will not come back to your store is because of poor quality service. My manager is always telling me, if the customer is not happy, then you should not be happy. And without them, you don't have a job, because they're the ones that are buying your product and giving you a paycheck. Matthew 5:16 says, "Let your light shine so they may see your good works and give glory to God." So although quality customer service is key, you can't really do that without having a humble mindset. Whenever I go into the workplace, I have to make sure that my mind is focused towards humility and striving to be like Christ. I've learned over 100 different recipes, 100 different drinks while working there, and as you could figure out, there are many ways to make a mistake while doing that. And when the customers do find that mistake, it needs to be my job to have that humble mindset, to not get mad at them, and to ask how I can help them in any way, redo a drink or whatever. Jack Zavada, an author who has written multiple books over the workplace, states that people will find you and take their anger out on you because you're an easy target. Sometimes it's your fault and you owe them an apology, but if not, it's not your fault, then don't strike back at them, but to be humble and see how you can help them. Also in the album text, it states that you can work long hours over weekends at night, and I've noticed working 40 plus hours that I don't really want to go in. I get prideful, and I just need to have that humble mindset so that when I do go in, I can reflect Christ through that. Again, Philippians 2:3 says, "Do nothing out of rivalry or conceit, but with humbleness. Count others more significant than you." And without that in my head when I go into work, I can't be a witness for Christ in that way. So customers want that humble barista when being served coffee. But if I'm doing that for their pleasure and for their approval and not God's, then it's all vanity. And they can't really tell that I'm doing it for their approval, as I stated in my last point. But it needs to be a heart issue of myself to do it for Christ's approval, for God's approval, and not man's. I remember one day when I was working that an elderly lady came up to my manager after I had served her, and I had taken her drink and food to her without her asking me to do so. And she comes up to my manager, and I overhear them while I'm working, and she's saying how sweet it was of me to do that, how thoughtful it was to bring her food and drink without me being asked. And I got really prideful when I heard that, because I thought, yeah, I was doing a good job. I was being really thoughtful. And then I had to catch myself and say, well, without Christ, I wouldn't have thought to do that anyway. So I need to seek for God's approval and not that woman's. So that was another way to seek God's approval other than that lady's. In Colossians 3:23 it says, "Whatever you do, do it heartily as for the Lord and not for man." So God demands that we actually seek for His approval rather than man's, and that's something that I've really noticed in the workplace. So as we see these three different components to bring God glory in the workplace, if you use them correctly, you can do this, and you can strive to be a witness for Christ when you do that. So in conclusion, through the quality customer service, through showing humility, and through finding approval in God, you can bring Him glory, detract from yourself, and keeping Him in your mind is what you need to do this. So lots of you, when you go into a coffee shop, want that barista who's going to treat you like this. So I thank you for your time.